In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to migrate emails from Microsoft 365 to Google Workspace 5 minutes. Before we click around, here's the quick setup you'll need so the process is smooth. Make sure you're signed in as a super administrator in Google Workspace and that you have a Microsoft 365 Global Admin account available to authorize access. Confirm that the users you plan to migrate already exist in Google Workspace with the correct licenses and that you can sign into both admin consoles in your browser. If your organization has very large mailboxes or strict security controls, keep in mind that migrations can take time and may be throttled by Microsoft. With that in place, let's begin. Start by heading to the Google Admin Console and sign in. From the homepage, look for the section labeled Data. This area consolidates tools related to moving information into and out of your organization. Open Data, then choose Data Import and Export. This is where Google groups the migration utilities. Select Data Migration, which opens the newer migration experience designed to streamline moves from common sources like Microsoft 365. In the source selection, choose Microsoft Office 365. This tells Google you're pulling mail from Microsoft's cloud rather than from an on-premises Exchange server or another provider. You'll be prompted to authorize the connection. Click Authorize. A Microsoft sign-in window appears where you'll use your Microsoft 365 Global Admin credentials. During authorization, you'll see a permissions screen explaining that Google needs read access to mailboxes so it can copy messages, folders, and associated metadata. Approve the request. This step does not delete or modify mail in Microsoft 365. It only grants permission for Google to read and import the data. Once authorization is complete, you'll configure what to migrate and who to migrate. In Users and Settings, select the data type as email. If you also plan to move contacts or calendars, keep today's focus on email for clarity and handle other data types separately if needed. Choose a migration start date. This setting filters how far back Google will copy messages. For a complete move, pick an older date. For a quicker cutover, select a more recent range. Keep in mind that a longer history means more data and a longer migration window. For settings like excluding junk or deleted items, choose options that match your retention and compliance needs. Now map users from Microsoft 365 to their corresponding Google Workspace accounts. You can add them one by one or upload a CSV if you're moving many users. Double check each mapping to ensure mailboxes align correctly with their destination accounts. Accurate mapping prevents mail from landing in the wrong place and saves a lot of cleanup later. When your mappings look good, start the migration. Google will queue the jobs and begin copying messages behind the scenes. You can safely close the window. The migration continues on the server side. Back in the dashboard, you'll see real-time status for each user, including counts of migrated messages and any errors. If you notice a user stuck or failing, hover over the status for more detail, fix any account-level issues, and restart that user's migration from the same screen. It's common for large mailboxes to progress in bursts as Microsoft throttles traffic. That's normal. A few practical tips as this runs. Start with a small pilot group to validate performance and settings before adding everyone else. If you need an incremental top-up, you can rerun the migration later with the same mappings to capture messages that arrived after the initial pass. Encourage users to keep using their existing mail during the migration. Mail isn't removed from Microsoft 365. When you're ready for your final cutover, plan the timing so the last incremental run happens shortly before you change where new mail is delivered. Updating DNS and MX records happens outside this tool, so schedule that step according to your organization's change window. As jobs complete, spot check a few accounts in Gmail. Verify folder structure, labels, and a handful of recent and older messages. If labels look different from folders, that's expected because Gmail organizes mail with labels instead of fixed folders. For shared mailboxes, ensure they're mapped to the appropriate Google accounts or groups based on how your team plans to access them going forward. That's it. You signed into the Google Admin Console, opened data, entered data import and export, launched data migration, selected Microsoft Office 365, authorized with your Microsoft 365 Global Admin, configured data type and date range, mapped users, started the migration, and monitored progress from the dashboard. Follow these steps and your move from Microsoft 365 to Google Workspace will be organized, trackable, and disruption-free. If you're migrating at scale, repeat the process in batches, keep an eye on throttling, and use the dashboard to manage any retries. Thanks for watching and good luck with your migration.